Hello, I'm back with another video, and one that's hopefully going to help some of you. Today I wanted to share some of the things that I have realized, some new habits that I picked up in 2024 that are making my life easier and that are going to continue to make my life easier in 2025. Easier, better. I actually have so many. As I was preparing for this video, I actually wrote down about 20 points that I wanted to share, but I realized if I make a video sharing all the pieces of advice I can give you from my personal life experience, this video is going to be forever long. So I thought I would break it up into maybe multiple videos. I don't know how I'm gonna do this yet, but I don't want to ramble too much because I feel like I want to focus on the points that I want to make today. So let's go ahead and get started. Not a life coach or anything like that. These are just my personal experiences and the habits that I've picked up in 2024. Had so many coaches in the past, and it's just a lot of information out there, and I feel like these are some of the things that, first of all, I already knew in my mind to be true, but then when you actually come down to doing things, like actually practicing these things, life changes. Life changes completely. It takes you into a different direction, direction that's going to take you closer to your desired life. So the first thing I learned is not to over focus on one life event, be it a birthday or wedding, be it a holiday, Christmas, New Year's, be it a whole holiday season, for example. So I know a lot of people over focus on one certain thing, and then once that thing is over, they don't know what to do with themselves. That's why I feel like people say that January is the worst month ever, because after all the holidays and cheer and happiness, you're like left with what? With nothing. You're like, okay, what do I do now? I have to go back to reality. For me, I've stopped doing that a long time ago, and that has helped me tremendously not to have any anxiety, not to feel depressed about, everyday life. Coming back to reality, if you will. You know how they say don't put all your eggs in one basket? Well, I feel like this applies here perfectly. I used to be that person that used to get excited about something, and then I would just think about that particular event for the longest time until the event came, and then after that I'd be like, what now? Like, what do I do now? So now I take life as it comes. I take it one day at a time. Like, imagine if Christmas wasn't a thing, for example. Like, would you feel so bad about January? Probably not. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people have the blues, especially after the holiday season, and you don't have to feel sad or depressed or anxious about coming back to reality, going back to work, going back to school, as every single day is a gift from God. You have to simply enjoy every single day, no matter, be it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. I know a lot of people also get obsessed over like the weekend. They're like, oh, I can't wait until it's Friday, like thank God it's Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday comes, and then they feel sad to go back to work and start the new week. And I stopped doing that a long time ago, and I cannot be happier with that decision, because I don't really over focus on like Friday or my birthday or something like that. You get the gist of it. So that would be my first piece of advice. Start taking every single day as a gift, be it Monday morning. I used to hate mornings before, that's another thing, and I used to just wait for the evening to come because I like function better at night. And I used to hate, like dread waking up early in the morning, having to do things in the morning. Now I love waking up in the morning because that's just the extra hour or two I can get in my day. So yeah, I feel like that's a great piece of advice to give to anyone who feels the same way about life. Next up is actually a thing that may involve money. So it's paying for convenience is key. Now, as I grew older, I realized again, especially in the course of the last year, I don't know, I had a lot of realizations last year, realizing things. I realized that paying for convenience is so important. Valeting your car instead of looking for a parking spot blocks away from the place. Maybe buying a business class ticket for a long overseas flight. That's a 12-hour flight, because I take those flights every single year, and those are not fun at all. I always get sick when I travel, and I feel like I dread traveling just because of that reason. I get jet lagged, I get sick on the plane, I can't eat on the plane, I can't eat the day after I land. It's so crazy. I torture myself all the time, and my mom always tells me this: just save up some extra money and buy a business class ticket. You deserve it, you work so hard. And I feel like she is right. So I'm manifesting in 2025 to be flying business class everywhere. Now, this applies to me, this doesn't have to apply to you, but you know, you can actually use this piece of advice based on what you have going on in your own life. I know some people who will go out and look for a parking in a sketchy neighborhood just not to pay a $5 valet fee. Yes. And then they get their car towed, they have to walk at night in the middle of nowhere looking for their car, and it's just not it. It's just not the vibes for 2025, I feel like, because why don't you just choose convenience when you can pay a little extra for it, you know? Third thing, accepting help around your house, so like hiring people to clean your house. That can also mean hiring a nanny to help you with your child, so that way you have some extra time for yourself. Yeah, I will continue to pay for convenience whenever I can, because I feel like that saves you money, that saves you your energy, your time, and just makes you happier overall. Next up is, actually already talked about cleaning homes, right? So having a clean and organized home environment, workplace, phone, computer, etc. is so important, you guys. Like decluttering your home, it just feels so amazing, you guys. Throw out all the things you don't use anymore to make way for new things to come into your life. And maybe you can also, like, things that you don't use, you don't have to necessarily throw them out in the trash, unless they are trash, then yeah, of course. But some things you can donate, some things you can give to your friends and family, and maybe some other people are gonna be happy with the things that you don't use, you know? And plus, that's just gonna make space for new things to come your way, or at least you're gonna be able to breathe in your own home. I feel like that's very important, because when you come to your home, you don't want to have all that clutter, all that extra stuff. And believe me, we all have tons of things that we never touch, we never use, but for some reason we always keep. It is so important to get rid of those things. Also, I'm a firm believer that things can eat your energy, or like take your energy, you know? And so having a organized and clean home translates to a clean and organized mind. I can't stress the importance of getting rid of all the things that you don't need, cleaning your house regularly, having a clean and beautiful home, because your home is not just a place where you live, it's where you exist, it's where you do things, it's where you sleep, it's where you relax. So having a beautiful, clean, nice smelling home is so important for our mental health, for our physical health. Also cleaning out your car on a regular basis, getting rid of all the extra stuff that you don't need on your phone. I do that from time to time. I'm kind of bad at it nowadays, but yeah, I have so many emails that I just need to delete, but there's just so many. I need to dedicate like a whole day just to delete extra stuff from my phone, from my computer. I'm always out of memory on my computer, I don't know how. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, also getting rid of all the old clothing pieces, like decluttering your wardrobe, decluttering your garage, your home in general. It is so important, you guys. Do not neglect this. Make sure after you watch this video, if you have some time, go ahead and clean out your house. Sometimes when I have some like crazy racing thoughts, I'm an overthinker in general, so sometimes I start to get like anxious and overthink things. I find that clearing out my house helps me with that a lot, because it just distracts my brain. It just puts that energy into something else, into something good. So like I stop thinking about all the things just laying down on my couch watching a stupid TV show. So I just turn off the TV, I plug in my AirPods, I start watching whatever on YouTube or playing some music, and start clearing out everything. And you know, you would be surprised how much stuff I find every single time, and I have to put it in my car and either go put it in the trash or donate it to Goodwill or something. It's just always so much stuff. Like, us as humans, we always hold on to things. I don't know why. I'm not like trying to tell you like you have to have a minimalistic home or anything like that, but even minimalistic homes have a lot of stuff inside, trust me. Number 4 is actually using what I already have instead of keep on buying more. So this is more about like clothes and makeup. Now, if it's a clothing piece that's completely like I don't have anything like it in my wardrobe, yes, I'll buy it. And if I really need it to, like, if it's like a basic piece of a wardrobe that I'm gonna need and use and it's good quality, yes, I'll buy it. Otherwise, you would be surprised to see how many pieces of clothing I have in my wardrobe that still have tags on them, and I don't even remember when I bought those things, and I just never used them. I'm not really a shopaholic, but for some reason I love the idea of shopping. I love the idea of creating outfits in my head, and then I buy a certain thing and then I just hang it in my wardrobe and I'm like, on to the next one. At some point when I opened my wardrobe, I was like, oh my god, I have way too much stuff. I don't use any of it, and I keep looking on Google for more things. Like, how crazy is that? So I stopped doing it by actually using what I already have, taking out the stuff, trying to make outfits with the items that I already have. Same thing with my bags, same thing with my accessories. If I catch myself constantly looking online for like new bags or new shoes or new accessories, I'm like, nope, stop. Go see what you have and just start wearing those things, because I have lots of things and I don't use them. It used to drive me crazy. That used to drain my energy so much when I know I have so many things and I'm not using them, and I'm also at the same time looking to buy more stuff. I'm sure I'm not the only one like that. So if you are like that and you have many things in your wardrobe or in your kitchen like that you don't use, or in your garage, start using those things. For me personally, it makes me feel like I accomplished something. I don't know why I have that feeling, but I'm like, yeah, I bought this and I'm using it. I'm making it worth my money. All the money that I spent on this stuff now is actually working for me. That's how I feel, because otherwise I just feel like such a waste, you know. I wasted so much money on all these things, you know, and I start to like get down on myself, and it's just not a pretty feeling at all. So that would be the next advice that I can give you, is just to start using what you already have, and you would be surprised how many things you have hidden in your wardrobe, how many perfumes you probably have that you forgot about, lotions. I'm talking about everything. Next time you think to run to the mall or look online for some new thing, check first. You probably already have it in your possession. Okay, and this is last but not least, is actually one of the greatest pieces of advice I can give anyone, is to start doing a little something towards your goal every single day. Now, this may sound like it's a difficult thing to do. It's really not. For that, first of all, you will have to write down all the goals you have for this year. For example, just starting off 2025, and if you want to make it the best year yet, if you take any advice from me, take this one and start writing down all your goals, everything that you want to achieve this year. It doesn't have to be a monetary goal, just whatever goals you have and wishes you have for 2025, just write them all down. Doesn't matter if it's too many of them, and then prioritize them, right? So that's what I usually do. I prioritize even my purchases. If I have like 6 things on my wish list, I will prioritize what do I really need first. I really go from there. What's really important to me. Once you have everything written down, ask yourself this: what can you do today to bring yourself closer to that goal? Just give you a basic example of a Rolex watch. I had this Rolex Datejust watch that I actually purchased last year, March. I kid you not, I had that thing on my wish list for 7 or 8 years. Yeah, it's been that long that I've wanted the watch. But simply put, I never actually really did anything about it. You know, when you try to manifest a goal or a wish to come true, it's not just thinking about it or like imagining you have it, right? That's a completely wrong idea that people have. So of course you have to, you know, do all that stuff, but at the same time you actually have to physically do something towards your goal. Going back to my example about the Rolex watch, in 2024, actually in 2023, I decided that nope, stop wishing for it and start going after it. So what I started to do, I did a box. I started to put $10 a day towards this watch. A year later, I had the money to buy the watch, and I went online and I got the watch, and I've been wearing it happily ever since I bought it. And I was like, oh my god, this is actually easy. This is actually easy because a year goes by just like this. Now, obviously my example, it like involves saving money, but there are so many goals that we have that involve money, or like purchasing something or saving up for a trip or anything like that. I actually have a separate travel fund where I put some money every single day, and then in like a month I'm like, oh, I have some money saved up for travel, so I don't have to worry about hotel bills, airline ticket, paying for my rent while I'm gone or anything like that, because I already have some money in it. It brings you so much closer to your goal than you were yesterday, for example, right? So if you don't do anything towards your goal every single day, I don't know when you're getting to that goal, but probably not anytime soon. I actually love having different funds for different things, like for my purchases, for my travel, for whatever. That has made my life a lot easier too, when I have separate funds for separate things in my life. That way I just don't mix, for example, travel with buying something and then saving money. You know, I have a different savings account, for example. That's another thing you can also do, start separating your money. And so yeah, that has helped me tremendously achieve my goals. Now I've started a fund for a Chanel bag, because I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I have this bag on my wish list and I really would love to purchase it this year, but also just wishing for it is not going to do anything for you, unfortunately. You actually have to do something about it. Write down all your goals, and next to each goal write down anything you can do today to get closer to that goal. Like if you're wanting to buy a home, that has been a wish of mine for the last 2 years. I've been really seriously thinking about purchasing some real estate for myself because I'm just tired of renting. And for me, for example, that would be start looking at home prices online, start looking into you know, how much the down payment would be, what kind of a home do I want, in what area do I want to buy it, right? And it can be like the tiniest little step. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, right? Today I'm gonna look at some home pictures. Tomorrow I'm gonna look at some furniture pictures. Day 3 I am going to see what the interest rates are right now. You can just do a little something towards your goal every single day, and I feel like I've repeated myself 1,000 times right now. Yeah, hopefully you get my point. So do let me know if any of these tips are helpful to you. I will be so happy to hear from you guys, and I would love to make this into a series, so do let me know if I should do that. I always tell people to leave comments under my videos and they never do, so please do leave me a comment, especially if you got until this point. If you're here till the end, kisses, hugs, I love you so much. And I do appreciate every single person who subscribes to my channel and who watches my videos and who gives me likes, and it's just so precious of you guys to do that. I think I will go ahead and end my video here, and if you liked my video, give me that like, leave me that comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. I actually have a few things to show you, but yeah, obviously I'm gonna make a different video, so if you don't want to miss any videos from me in the future, make sure you are subscribed to this channel, and I hope everything that I've said today was a bit of a value for you. Without further ado, have a great day, you guys. I will see you in my next video as usual. Bye!